So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you can swing...
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off. You, ready for the off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
All right. Which one of you's first? Too slow. Nice try. Fire and flame! Is that it? Apparently not.
奇美拉，
Not getting past me. Nice try. Help me, boy. This one.
哎，看洗礼中，
Oh, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravos isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravosht what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid,
要
I've got
那
something for
颁
you.
发小徽章嘛，小天使徽章。
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
还换新武器而已，现在要给我新武器了。
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin.
Anything catch your eye? There you go. Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much. That all, is it?
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin? Look for busy blades.
Hmm? 我先解这个剑的决心啊！
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
Doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh,
The people of the rest may seem to...
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. and it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
嗯，这边怎么过来？我记得那边有高低差呢，不知道过不过去。
No use calling Ambrosia now.
哎，不对，下面有个门，我要不要从上面？
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
没打到，但是再第一次顶起来。
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
多少？刚才那么多。
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of pep.
Clive. If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. Is that all? The stew's...
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny. but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his level work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravozd.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the
所以还不算完成。
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a
那个
cup
造型
to
跟我
friendship reforged?
Good idea.
另外一把好像啊，
No more drinking to
应该
forget
是一
my
模一样
past.
吧，只颜色
It's
不一
about
样。
time I had something to celebrate.
二 P 色。
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
入手了啊！哦，另外一把众神陨落。
What do I owe the honor? Yeah, the way. Clever girl, that one. And if it hadn't... And if it had... So, what'll it be?
哦，奥利哈钢，有3个诶，好多、哦。好像做什么也要奥利哈钢，好像是防具吧。衔尾蛇要1块，鸢尾蛇之子要1块，武器要3块。各位总共有几个？5个，升级版就对了。
And?
这一把我才刚做完而已，马上又升级一把，而且是有大幅度升级的325。这一把跟那个不屈者很像吧？看一下，看不清楚。 这光看不清楚。 我错觉吗？感觉什么靠太近失焦的感觉。
The stew's awfully thin these days.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the...
接下来几个支线应该都是比较大型的支线啊。其实说大型好像也还好，反正就是一样都要打架。
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so.
哇，能力点数2500哎。
All yours. I don't have that one. You do.
那我可以把石破拿起来了。Master， 就可以装那个。亚罗罗。哦，这样子排 OK 吗？啊，账。5个呢，从你先来好了。
Do you see anything you like?
狂怒重拳。
An excellent choice. Come back again.
放什么？雷光法杖跟爆燃。
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
这个在前篇呢，对，这个章节过还有在后篇。
At the remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
又要跑腿。
As long as you remain, the veil is...
You needn't fret. The creatures have been...
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him. And now he's trying to drive... If the dame said she...
Why, your stall is as...
I've been hearing...
Nothing good going around, and with hardly a word to the...
I take it you...
As far as I just need his...
A question. What do you think of the...
Don't you build a if he thinks he will do what? Whatever it...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the man over.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind...
Well, I mean, the traders think the Duke's got a point, and if that means...
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you think that's a good...
It's not all I know. Look, once Sanbreque is back on her...
Sabine, you are in
As long as you remain, the veil will...
I left everything in...
You're the one who's...
On the dame's butt. What do you think?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do. Not the... Listen, I've got nothing but respect. That's where my loyalty... If the Duke can...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Oh. Thank you.
Captain.
For you, thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask, do you intend to go...
To tell you that it's my sworn duty.
Philippe, I remember you saying...
That's right.
Well...
And she's probably... Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I... Well, duty. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clive. How did you... Were you able to speak with...
I was.
Well, though I doubt it will come as much consolation. They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience. I fear he sees the people as needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content, and not just because of the Duke's...
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? Thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
好，结果这个都在跑腿啊。 后篇，那结束了。前篇，这个也是前篇，后篇。啊。
Lord Rosfield, is there...
Perhaps. Have you learned anything?
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will, even now,
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultimate, as if protect.
Secrets we'd...
Should our mayhap it would please...
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted. Perchance you are familiar. I was due to... If you...
All right. I'll go.
They will be... Might I suggest you take the road through... It will lead you...
Thank you.
I wish you...
又是跑腿，在哪里啊？不能从这边过来。靠，一定要绕这边，这不晓得怎么绕，这边地图还没开。太麻烦了。
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
这里会不会有那个啊？危险标的魔物？应该还没。
This might take a while.
什么东西？三小，换10年，没空啊。
You deserve a rest. Oh no. You'll pay for this.
还是要打架。
They still be survivors. All yours, Torgal.
诶，愚人金，好像是某种素材诶。靠！ 呸！哭啊！飞！还没完哦！过来，过来，过来，过来！怎么没掉那个蔬菜
？Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians. Thanks to them.
You call that your brothers? Surely they serve.
We are charged with uncovering a duty of the...
And you think your dead brothers...
I know they would. Now.
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most...
他们现在主人是谁？他们现在主人不是应该是那个弟弟吗？
May the firebirds flame...
我感觉克莱夫有点不爽。
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey, I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
这有东西可以捡吗？看，不要再放这种什么魔物牙了，好不好？有够愤的。
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our findings to the...
那个卖钱也卖不了多少。
Let us continue then. There is a second hole. 对，过不去。就这样没了呢。交报告给西利尔。唉，哪里呀？
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them.
Cyril, losses which could have been... Were these your order?
No. Every Undying devotes his...
Even when death...
My lord, the Undying, we live to serve.
Cyril, but allow me to off... It does not further the cause of the Phoenix. Provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but please...
I thank you, if you will permit me to risk... And we of the Undying will... As first shield to...
I do.
Then we are...
Clyde! I just wanted to see how the... since all is absolutely wonderful. And firmly at the... Just...
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil.
It's the mayor, but if the people wish me... Speaking of menace, there may be a... May there indeed. I'm afraid the example, Conrad, and they have formed... And they grow...
We'll fight them all off, won't we, Luke?
Of course, for the longer we avoid... Our best hope, by finding, perhaps, How could I refuse? Thank Victor will... I have him stationed by the desert. I'll go and speak.
打架就对了。
What's the difference between
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in doubt.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by...
I did. I've developed something, and having worked so hard, a sentiment, Master Luke...
You're not the only...
What does he want?
He asked for my aid in putting... And he said that you might be...
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps, but we must strike together.
All right.
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
我立刻去收拾他们。在哪里？
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together. Let them. They'll be no match for us.
Let's go.
直接冲过去揍扁就好了。狗。火焰蜥蜴，火焰蜥蜴会掉什么特别的吗？
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
打架了啊！
The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
打我干嘛？我看我在无眼嘛，我在无眼在，哎呦，怎么会爆炸？我靠，没空在打那个电球。
I'd better let Victor know.
Sit.
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town. They're saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties, some of the children, and when Lubor, and without a... But
that's not...
It is. If he has, well, still.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go.
You're right.
妈呀，那一乱日哎！
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for them Lord Underhill of...
I'll do what I...
什么都要会呢哦。
Lubor, stay. I can't promise.
And that...
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along that he was
Forgive me for this.
I've seen...
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of the rumours.
He'll never be man.
But what of his wares? In this at least he's done the...
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
就这样出来的哦，这么没用哦。
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I.
You never know.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
这明明就可以一次把它做完了，硬要分两段。
是。
Why is everyone being mean to Luke? I'm going to go with him.
Why didn't he tell us? If you're going to try and convince me to stay, save your breath.
还剩几个啊？2个。睡着了。再不来点刺激的，我快睡着了。
Clive, I'd like you to take seeds. I'll keep but if he's pulled as of those, they've lived there. Small wonder they ain't got the. And if you're wondering why you, well, Sir Wade's putting a brave.
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be it.
Gizal greens.
Not the most mouth-watering. Better that than some. And chocobos love them. They ain't exactly.
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll. I'll go up there.
I'm sure you.
原来鸡、沙和蔬菜是人跟陆行鸟都可以吃的哦。我突然好想玩 FF15哦，靠腰，唉。
Ah, what brings you?
A delivery.
要你们种菜啦，拿去。
These are Martha's keen to. I jest, of course, but they'd long.
Martha was hoping so that they'll be able.
That's not a. These bearers had only recently escaped. They know little of freedom, of providing. Unless we teach them how to. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example. It's about time we all start. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late.
大家都去种菜。
The
horde is. They're coming, Sir Wade.
Time it all. Gather the men in the square.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The horde.
Akashik. We don't have the numbers to.
Now you're out of time.
Precisely.
What if you could?
You mean the bear?
So wait, though they may not be true.
You're right, I will. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter.
这群软烂的家伙。
Serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield?
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces into several small... Upon engaging with the account...
You're going to lure them into...
I am. We will by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers with luck. And for you and I...
A sound plan. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please.
Ha! And let you have...
Sir Wade!
Then you know we work together, each shielding the... For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time.
Then I will do it.
Suppose we'd better...
Right, you?
The calm before the storm.
哥布林。
And here it comes.
几个？来来来，拢来拢来拢来拢来拢来！啊，怎么都被弹走了？哭啊！
Waken winds!
me, boy! Stay down!
哎呦！
You're finished!
Looks like that.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest.
大型的阿海象。
Curls.
All the better. So wait.
Hard to say. I could or
No. You stay here. I'll go after the. Join me. Oh.
If you're may the fun.
大只的我来。OK 的，大只的怎么走啊？大只的在哪里啊？这么远哦。离安农山路。
Come to tell me an Akashic Curl's heading towards the west?
The curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Arthur's Rest.
This is no time to ride.
Fly, Ambrosia!
Right.
Oh, 原来是花儿啊！
There it is. With me, Torgal.
哇干！
All right. Back to east.
Lord Rossfield, the curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank we were I have guard. I hesitate.
I think it.
We saved. Thank you.
No, you brought us to.
We never had enough, but now we do.
Forgive us, but there's no we're free men. We have to fight.
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us to answer.
Come on then.
This village is.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took, and I believe if he was
I believe you might.
I shall remain, after all.
I think you'll fight. But you should be proud, or I'll have to pull my... Speaking of which...
Can we continue?
Of course. As Rosette...
Indeed we...
And Clive, I ain't paid you...
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins. There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day there have been when the odds seemed so, but every time to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
这个魏的跟另外一个叫什么名字去了，忘记了。另外一个是不是已经死掉了？那时候还笑他们两个是什么金队什么的，想说他们是便当角色，应该很快就死了。没想到一直到后面都还有戏份。
The hero? It's lucky you came by. Not only did my seed...
I just did what...
And it's only... Take it.
Thank you, Martha.
So, and a home.
Well, it was your right.
I know that, but I never stopped to think, what do I suppose to wreck? You know, bearers living free like that. Loath as I am to recall.
I take it you didn't...
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing... In fact, that's how. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bear. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Me, I thought he was a nuke, and before I knew it, they told me I was giving them relief, but not right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like... And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. Just like your dad. Do you know, he certainly...
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambition, which is why those...
Suppose you're right, and if we don't manage it... There's always that good thing we've got a few half... It's almost in a...
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see at least the folks who saved Eastpool.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
就给一个那个什么纪念物品。所以另外一个应该也是给纪念品啊。
What's happened?
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge... You couldn't do me a quick fix.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the... Find out exactly how...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Well met. You've a discerning eye. Farewell.
Don't blame yourself, El. I know, but no buts about it.
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give the talks with the Republican army. They've reached an agreement, though prices have fallen of late, but the consortium offered double.
You had no opportunity to make a count?
None at all. And we were...
Elle? I saw
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only... How did the consortium even find out about this?
It's not so... This isn't over. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to... How kind. You go to Cash. Even if I fail, someone needs to prepare...
Oh, and that's... Well... For meeting this... She'll never join. She means to...
You have to trust.
You're right. And if Elle's off... So I bid you... I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the plate... You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the consortium's heads off.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. I'd better not keep Eloise waiting.
哦，好烦哦！我刚刚妈这些支线我解了快2个小时了哎。
安。
哎呀人，早安哦。
If you're thinking about leaving for the Crystalline Dominion, you're out of luck. They've closed the check.
Not here.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the end of the road.
老鼠。
When are they gonna let us through?
Ready, go? Faster!
You deserve a rest. I hope I didn't keep you. What did you arrange to speak with the...
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you, and so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply nodding that what is done is done. Come then.
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional. The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is... They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard.
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already... And with it, My
associates will be...
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have my... He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers, but their representative hinted at a possible purchase. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more.
So you never...
No. I entered... I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, but they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are they need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just make sure.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming. No use calling Ambrosia now.
事态紧急，然后他妈我只能走路哦。我怎么走？啊，这边好像过不来吧？我错了，冲啊，傻鸟！别挡路！可以跳下去吧？跳也可以。
That'll do, girl.
Ah, 不是说什么龙？
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep.
You just have to pray.
I can do better.
居然不给骑鸟是怎样？哎，这是哪里啊？
Good girl. Where are you, Theo?
Ah, 人呢？
The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. Farewell.
把它第一下喷出去，然后最外面的都打不到第二下伤害。
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
龙的厉吼声，虾米龙？哦，是鸟。
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well.
它有名字哎。
This isn't going to be easy. Too slow. Too slow.
Yeah. Okay. 说可以挡起来。哎呦，干！
To me, boy. Thanks, boy. Nice try.
这样子玩是不是？哎呀，干！
Nice try. Help me, boy. To me, boy. Well done, Torgal.
Oh，干！多了吧？电消死了。完全没有掉什么龙的素材耶。
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore.
你要不要赶快先自我了断啊？
Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, El.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat.
he was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen, the life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then, for Theodore.
原来是个悲剧的故事啊！纪念品。
对比较悲剧的支线。
解完了，我解完了，终于。等一下，该不会
？The stew's awfully thin.
Don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
嗯，还没有新的，还好，不然主线都解不了。
What will it be today? What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was. But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings. Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
也有是换衣服啦。
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime.
干，真的有几只？哦，又是那个问号问号的。 我说我干嘛？有信。
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. Come back.
为什么每次经过这边那个？哎，是你吗？哦，是哎，你在这里啊？他们不能对话。 优地。
The stew's awfully thin these days.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
那怎么不会想要说把船做成飞空艇啊？哦，飞了不就没事啊？啊！好想要再开一次飞空艇哦。
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I can ride the Enterprise next.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
刚刚 Joshua 是不是讲说你已经没有那个湿婆力量了？
Let me know when you're leaving.
我也是很好奇，如果这样子的话，还能战斗吗？
Of course.
哦，怎么还有一个？怎么还有支线啊？
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Please, your grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis. Your companions are kind indeed. I must admit, but I see. It was the greatest of. But now, so I be.
Yote, is anything...
My lord, yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared.
There are certain elixirs,
But
his grace's case is severe. So I consulted, and thankfully, a recipe and our supply. Unless we... My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you.
For Joshua.
Thank you, my...
So?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is denser. We discovered the search can...
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well...
Then I shall go. But... You've yet to find... Besides...
Well, stonerwort is easy. I shall remain...
真是跑腿跑好跑满了哟！水道桥。
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort.
不能骑啊！
Yote mentioned blood red petals. Just my luck. Well, won't be making anything early on. There's only one thing for it.
Over here! Hey. 摇啊！哎，没按刀怎样？又没闪到。
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right.
I've run out of...
Still alive, are you? If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Yote.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
All 好了吧？没有其他那边有的没有的支线了吧？
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly, just wanted to let you...
I'll hold you to that.
靠腰，刚那个对话才2、3句，有什么特别的意思吗？
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
尴尬了。
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
啊，我还以为会吵得更凶一点呢，结果就这样好了。然后吵一吵，哎，干脆连我的凤凰也吸一吸好了。大家都回去吧。
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav? Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
走这么远啊，有怪耶！好像是半兽人之类的。
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orbs and a cache here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.换一个可以打全体的。这个是3颗星的，这个也是。他没有写说 CD 多久，不知道可以我参考一下。因为我印象中这一招 CD 很久迎头雷击。那这招 CD 不知道会很久。长按可以使攻击范围扩大。这招嘞？
这招我可以强化到那个，也可以耶，可以到 Master。那我先把湿婆拿掉了。杖，法杖。这一招CD 不知道那会不会很久啊？
This might take a while.
集中一下哦，兄弟！大家集中力量办大事啊！
All over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Has the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
他不是应该要留在身边保护他吗？他不是， 他弟在回来之前一直很急着要找他弟，然后要保护他要干嘛的，然后今天就这样那么轻易就让他离开这样。
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
如果不出意外的话，就要出意外了。
This place reeks like a moble's arsehole.
The
Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
New one. 这是乌龟。林德龙是什么？林德龙是哪一位啊？什么东西？哎呦，干！等一下，后面是不是又出一只啊？哦，真的嘞，几只啊？
To me, boy.
选不到，干！我的技能选不到。
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Aistla. What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter, Gav!
No quarter!
Enough!
You think all the villages in Ash are like this?
Question for later, Gav!
Titan! Fire and flame! Here they come!
And come, and come, and come.
有啊。
I don't want to die here, Clive.
Then don't!
Oh, in there. 胖胖。
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Oh, fuck. Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him,
And that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
哦，前面已经被他干掉2次了，哎，那个游戏还会被同一个敌人干掉3次，也太 low 了吧！换一个。是，哦，有特定时机放开可以进一步的增强。对，好，他要干嘛？目的地附近要找什么？我这边要找什么？寻找巴拿巴斯的线索。过头了，是不是？这一根吗？
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa, easy, easy. We're not turned, all right?
年轻孕妇是人妻耶，也不一定是人妻啊。谁说孕妇一定要是人妻？
My thanks, kind travelers.
怎么全村剩这一个哦？不会吧？怎么可能
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcade. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. I didn't know what to do.
And this, okay, is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? By the founder.
哇，他的手变石头了！我靠！哎，不是，那是手套了，看错了。
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
可是没有利维坦啊。
So that's how it's gonna be then.
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
哦 ，Gabe 爽到了。
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye.
我是觉得这个孕妇的脸。
Don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
我觉得孕妇的脸捏得比基尔还漂亮，这怎么回事？啊，我也要时间到，我要差不多睡觉了呢。他后面还有多久啊？啊，我又要牺牲我的睡觉时间了。现在要怎么样？这是什么？无穷续黑。
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, I'll follow, and so will I.
你要打吗？这是我岔路，无法通行。哎，或是铜又是什么？ 那个是有黄条的，我不要打，不要了啦！我赶快过剧情了。盖林老师，卖乱呐！哦，生小。 等一下，里面应该不要走很久吧？看，真的呢，不行啊！我觉得这如果解下去，我不用睡了。我可能记录啊。因为晚上要上班了，所以不能继续玩了。明天继续吧。 啊， 睡觉去，收台了，感谢各位888。